Okay, guys. It has really been a very tight week. Throughout last week, the market has been so high. Like, I don't even want to talk about Thursday because Thursday was as high as I don't know. It has been very volatile for gold and GBPJPY. For those of you that have been following me for a very long time, you know that I mostly trade GBPJPY and XAUUSD. So for trial last week, we've been looking for some bullish move for gold and GBPJPY, and the market has been some kind of volatile, bearish and bullish. So this week is going to be another kind of volatility because we have a very strong news this week. As you all know, this is the first week of we are entering the first week of June, so we're going to having some news where fundamental news of like trying to regulate the financial market. So the financial market is going to take another turn from next month. So I don't know how it's going to be, but I don't just really want to talk much. But I want us to go to the chart and make some analysis so as for we to see where we should be trading as. This is actually not the signal, but it's actually a guide on what you should be expecting for next week. So next week is going to be brutal. So if you're joining, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I drop a video like this. So guys, let's go to the chart.
Guys, we're on the chart right now. This is a gold chart. So you can see how prices have been moving on gold. Gold finally broke this level. Gold finally broke this level, which you can see right now. Broke this level and retested around this point. And I was thinking that price is going to buy from this point. Actually, I thought price is going to buy from this point, but fortunately, price still came down to the psychological level, and I was hoping for a nice buy here. But I realized that price have actually been respecting this trend line. Trend line is here. Price respected it here. 1, 2, and this is the third time price stepped down. So you all know that whenever the price is coming to touch a trend line the third time, there are higher possibility that price might likely break that point. But if price doesn't break, that will tell you that the trend line is actually very strong. So the trend is still very strong. You're going to be looking out for more of sales. It's actually giving me a sell signal here from the 1 hour time frame, but it's still possible that price might actually come to this point or this point. So I'm looking at 2 points here to buy, either from this point or from this level here. And now what's this level? It's actually the low of the week. This is the low of the week, so it's possible price might come to this point and make some kind of reaction, and we are buying to the upside. So let me adjust this to align. I think okay, it actually aligns with the psychological level here, so let me just drag it down more. All right, okay, I think I just leave it there. So now looking now from the 4 hour time frame, you can see the overall trend of this market is bearish. If you look very closely, it's giving us some bearish vibe. So it's possible price is in between bears and bulls from the 4 hour time frame. Let's get down to the daily time frame. Let's see what the daily time frame is giving us. Now from the daily time frame, the overall trend of this market is actually bullish, but the current move of this market, you are looking for some sells to the downside. Right now, looking at the top trend line there, you can see it actually giving us some bearish vibe to the downside. So it's possible gold might do some sells to the downside, but you never can tell. Next week might be some kind of brutal because it's the first week of the month. So now let's see the 1 hour time frame. Now if price should get to this point, which is 3,280, so I want you to take note. This is not a signal. I told you first before that this isn't a signal. This is actually a guide for you to know where you should be taking your decision on entry, or maybe confluence it with your strategy and know where to take a trade. So you should pay attention to these levels, these two levels, these two psychological level, which is 32,008, sorry, 3,280 and 3,260. These are the strong levels where price might come and react to. So it's possible price might buy from 3,280 or 3,260 for gold. So for gold, I'm looking for buy, right? I'm looking for buy. I'm not going to be making any kind of sell until price gets to this point. Now if price should get to this point and maybe break below and retest, then I might be looking for sell. But for now, I think it's going to be buy from this point. I need some end pattern here from the 15 minutes time frame, then I'm gonna be striking some buy. So this next week is gonna be crazy. So now let's scale down to the GBPJPY. Now on GBPJPY, I want to make this video a little bit short. I don't want to take much of your time as per se today's weekend, so everyone just have to rest. You just need to rest and wait for the market to open next week. So as you're resting, you also have to take your time, go through your trade, your previous trade, go through your plans and make sure you review it and get ready for next week, because next week is going to be very sweet. I'm seeing some kind of high volatility prices trying to create momentum, trying to pull off momentum in the market. So it's possibly happen that next week is going to be very, very, very volatile. So you just have to trade with caution. You have to trade with caution. You have to be very, very careful, because so many people are going to blow their account from next week, because that's what I'm saying. The market is going to take a new step from next week. There's going to be a lot of volatility. You can see the PCE news to this week actually push the price. I don't we want to talk about Thursday. Thursday was very, very bloody because of the volatility that entered in the market. Thursday was one of the most volatile days in the week, most volatile days this week. So it was really crazy. People from the academy I attend, the group, we really hit TP. There was a lot of TP. People were just smiling because that's just what it is. That's just what it is. They just have to be happy. I actually made a video of some profit I made, and you can just check my previous video. Make sure you watch it to the end and see out for yourself that we actually make profit. So on GBPJPY, for you to know, GBPJPY and gold, they are in a positive correlation. What am I saying? If gold is buying, GBPJPY definitely is going to be buying. If gold is selling, GBPJPY is going to be selling. So they are in this kind of, they are very, very close. Now for you, you might just try to like imagine or try to like calculate why does it happen that way. Yeah, it's just how it is. It's just how it is. They are in high correlation. I've studied them a lot. I've checked, because this is my two major pairs, and I pay attention to these two pairs a lot. So, and I don't trade any other pair. The reason why I actually checked some time I look at GBPUSD is because GBPUSD is just like it has a negative correlation to gold and GBPJPY. When GBPUSD is selling, gold will be buying, so they have this negative high correlation. So it happens. So I sometimes I just use it as a confluence. If GBPUSD is giving me a sell signal, then I know probably highly probable that gold is going to be showing me a buy signal. So what am I saying in essence? If gold is showing us buy, if I'm looking for buys on gold, what should I be looking for GBPJPY? I also have to be looking out for more of buys on GBPJPY, because gold is going to be buying. That's what I'm saying. So I marked out the level we are looking for buys on gold. Now look at this point here. I believe if gold should get to this point, there should be a buy triggered, and we'll be going in for some long. So if gold should give me an M pattern from the 50, sorry, GBPJPY should give me an M pattern from the 50 minutes time frame, then I'll be going in for a very nice buy to the upside. I just need some confidence. That being said, even though there have been some levels where price have been reacting to respecting, which is this trend line. This is the first touch and this is the second touch. Probably price might just from this zone might just hit at the psychological level, retest here, hit here, making it the third touch, then scale down to this level. You can see this black line is actually the low of the week, so it's possible, it's highly possible that price might come to this level and give us some reaction, some candlestick confirmation, some price action confirmation. So we'll be looking out for buy. So I'm looking out for buy on gold. I'm looking out for buy on GBPJPY. So